Hey guys, a little different content than we normally do, but we're here at the Tough Luck Club, which is supposedly Tucson's most haunted bar, so you knew we had to come and do it. Let's take a look inside at this bar that was an actual morgue for 80 years. I think it was 1908 to 1990. It was a functional, top part was a funeral home, and then the bottom part was a morgue. Now they turned it into a bar, so let's go check it out. All right, hey guys, we're inside the bar now. Can you tell it was a morgue? I can. This has gotta be one of Tucson's scariest bars. Certainly the scariest one I've ever been to. So let me tell you a little bit about the history. Like I said earlier, this bar was actually a morgue for about 80 years, all the way up until the 1990s. And so, as you can tell, they kept a lot of those original fittings. It is the exact same format that it was when it was a morgue. That includes the authentic walls that you see behind me, and a lot of the elements that they included as well were actually from the funeral home. Think repurposed caskets. Elements and metal fittings on those caskets are part of the decor. So I love the reuse, reduce, recycle element to it. But the vibes in here are creepy, guys. We will let you know if we see any ghosts. I have a feeling that we might. All right, so before I tell you some spooky ghost stories about this place, I guess we should start with the drinks. So I have it's called I Miss You Too. It's gin, allspice, lemon, passion fruit with some bubblies in there as well. And then Joe will tell you about his drink in a second.
Hey guys, first time on camera here. So I got I'm like 25% Italian, which is rye whiskey, Ancho Reyes syrup, very spicy, Aperol, lime, agave, and shave ice. She used like the shave ice machine. I didn't expect that, and it was like it made the whole place listen to my drink. So overall, let's give it a sip. Yep, quite spicy. And I will say, not a huge fan of all the accoutrement plants, but it was fun.
Honestly, I just think he's a little bit jealous of my drink. When we're talking about accoutrements here, if I could have every single one of my mixed drinks have a curly straw, I would be happy. Gummy bears, cherry on top, literally. All right, so this is a popular stop, obviously, on a lot of Tucson ghost tours. But let me call out one specifically that really freaks me out. So there was a bartender here that was late at night, kind of closing up, and as you can imagine, they saw something out of the corner of their eye. They thought nothing of it. You know, it's a spooky vibe down here for sure. They just kind of brushed it off and continued what they were doing. But then again, it's late at night, it's closing. There's a restaurant upstairs, but the restaurant was closed by then for sure. And so as they were leaving, just packing up and walking out the door, they heard some footsteps. Unsure whether it was coming from above or like back here in the back part of the morgue, but that bartender was super, super freaked out, as I would be too. And there's a lot of stories like that. We hear things like cold spots, unexplained voices. I think footsteps have got to be one of the most common ghost things that we see and hear. I got to be honest, I did see some and notice some footsteps earlier before I thought and put two together that there is a restaurant upstairs that is in use right now. So it did freak me out a little bit while Joe was waiting for his drink. But I love it here. It's usually packed. And so on a Thursday night like tonight, we got really, really lucky. Highly recommend. Come check it out. And we'll let you know what spooky stuff we find. This was actually the garage for the hearse. So they repurposed it into a beer garden, which is kind of fun.
All right, well, that's it. We had fun at the bar. We're going to head on home now, but overall, great drinks, great vibes. We saw many ghosts. So